Hi Taurus, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for the final week of June 2023. Hope everybody's doing really well. I am going to take a second, as I usually do, to remind you that this is a general reading and it may not resonate with every Taurus out there. So just take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. If you find it's not resonating at all, just go ahead and check your other signs and placements, see if those readings resonate better. Keep in mind the energies can reverse or flip-flop. It's really not uncommon in a general reading. So if you find yourself on the other side, just get in where you fit in, guys. And as always, don't try to force yourself into a reading. That's just not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Taurus? Taurus. Taurus. All right, Taurus, you are starting out with the Emperor in reverse. You have the Death card. And you have the Page of Cups. Wow. Okay, so Taurus, some of you guys could have been dealing with a false twin flame. You could have been dealing with somebody that is out of control. I can see that you're putting an end to something. You're putting an end to it. You're actually looking at new love. There could be somebody in your energy or somebody you have your eye on, or you may simply just be moving forward and opening your heart back up to love again. But you're putting an end to a situation here that has just really spun out of control. Like I said, some of you are dealing with somebody that is very controlling, over-controlling. They want to have everything their way. And now you're kind of saying, okay, well, I'm going to have it my way. So you're kind of digging in your feet a little bit here. Let's see who's in your energy. Be careful that you're not being controlling of the situation beyond what needs to be. Show me who's in Taurus's energy. Because you could be coming across as being over-controlling in this as well. So you're starting out with justice. The person in your energy, I guess I should clarify that, is starting out with justice. Could be dealing with a Libra. We have the Page of Swords and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so the person that's in your energy, they're trying to find balance in their life. They're trying to find balance in this situation as well. I do see them kind of watching and looking to see what it is that you're up to, what you're going to do. There's a lot of watching energy here. They could be communicating something, but be careful, because if they are, it might very well be very childishly. This person could communicate in a very immature manner. With the Knight of Cups in reverse, it looks like this person is holding back emotions. Yeah, they're not offering love here. So they could be a little cutting in their energy, but they feel that they're in the right. I'm not saying they are. I'm saying that's how, you know, they're coming across as the way they see the situation. That they're bringing justice to the situation by something that they're going to say here. And this is also why they're holding back their feelings and emotions. Let's see the energy between the two of you. Show me the energy between these two. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, there's a painful ending that is either coming in or has happened. This person may want to try to balance things out with you, Taurus, but you feel like things have just gotten out of control. Or you may be trying to control how things come back together. Let's see what's affecting the... Yeah, Six of Wands in the reverse. Something here was not a success, and that's why you're ending it. I feel like you have already gone through a lot of the pain of this connection. I feel like the ending is happening, and you've already processed the emotions because you just feel like it's not successful. They're watching you as you make moves. Let's see the outcome. You're both feeling like this just hasn't gone well. Yeah, Ace of Wands in the reverse. There's an ending here. I feel like you've lost your passion for this person, and you're kind of looking at either someone new, or you're looking at opening your heart up, and you're anticipating, you know, maybe being able to find new love. But I do see an ending here. There's a sense of the passion having been lost in the connection. All right, bottom of the deck is Temperance in reverse. That's underlying energy, and it does show that there is a need for healing, whether it's individually, which is what it looks like, or if it's within the connection. I feel like this person would be open to healing the connection, but I don't feel like you are. I feel like you're looking at it and you're saying, "Yeah, I'm done here." And it's like you've processed a lot of the emotions already. So mentally and emotionally, it's like you've kind of started moving forward, and they're watching you do this. Let's see. Let's clarify. Why is the Emperor in reverse? All right, we have the Eight of Wands. And yeah, you have options. You're going to let this person know you have options too. I do feel like there's been some confusion, and I'm seeing a sudden change, and I'm seeing communication. For some of you, there's a physical move happening as well. The Star in reverse. Yeah, you gave up on this situation. This was a situation or a connection that you were once very hopeful for. Some of you are married to this person, and you're ending this marriage. Four of Wands in the reverse. But others of you, you may have just been in a long-term connection with this person, or possibly living with this person. You just feel that things are not successful. And I feel like you've kind of pulled back. You're watching this person as well, but not as intently. You're kind of like, I see what you've done. That's what I'm getting from you, Taurus. I see what you've done, and I can't unsee it. Why is the Page of Cups here? And so I see you making a transformation for yourself and ending this connection. Like I said, some of you may even be moving. And you do have options. You're looking at all the options you have. Page of Wands in the reverse. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Now that's their energy. Yeah, some of you are there's bad news. You've received some sort of bad news about this person. I do feel like you're kind of closed off to them, though. There's things that you're not telling them. You're not communicating with them. You may view them as being immature. You may view them as not being communicating with you as well. But I see both of you kind of moving in different directions. Let's look at their energy. Why is Justice here? All right, we have the Nine of Cups reverse, Five of Pentacles, and there's that Page of Swords. Same energy. So their energy is very strong as far as watching and observing, trying to figure out what it is that you're doing. They don't want to be left out in the cold. They don't want to be, they're feeling very abandoned right now. Things in life are not moving the way that they would, they're trying to avoid a tower. Things in life are not moving in the direction that they want. They could be having some financial problems as well. They're going to communicate with you. Some of them may tell you, I would like to, heal this situation. Or some of them might be communicating that they have just moved beyond. Let's look at the Page of Swords. Yeah, they're very guarded. They're very guarded. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Death card. Now, you have the Death card in your energy, so they're watching you. They're holding on to see what it is that you're going to do. This person, again, I'm seeing financial difficulties for this person. They could be kind of trying to save their money, hoard their money. I see the two of you communicating about this ending here, and this person is feeling very rejected here. They could drink, and if they do, they probably are drinking alone, not with others. 9 of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Oof. So this person is definitely acting single. 9 of Pentacles is a very single, independent energy, and it's coming out with the Ace of Wands. So I feel like this person is behaving like they're single. There's, as this connection is ending, I feel like they have already begun things in other areas, at least sexually. I don't see anything, you know, in the positive with regard to emotions. What I'm seeing is that they're acting single with regard to sexual energy. And they're kind of holding back any kind of emotions with regard to this connection. It does look like their money situation is going to straighten out. I see them becoming independent and very single. Let's look at Queen of Swords reversed, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, you're kind of pissed about what took place here. This person may have cheated on you, Taurus, and that may be why you're ending this. I see that there's some very confusing communication that happened, and it made you feel like this situation was totally out of control. It happened very suddenly, very quickly. It made you very angry, and it's like the final straw. It's like the final straw here. You're cutting this person out of your life. Now, on their side, they're trying to heal from this as well. I do see that they're watching you in this. So you're the one, it looks like, that's actively ending it. Things just are not going the way they want in their life. Let's see why the Six of Wands is here. Yeah, there was third-party energy. 3 of Swords, Ace of Swords. They're gonna tell you. They are gonna bring clarity to whatever has been confusing. I feel like this person has been holding on, but it could be for financial reasons because they were not doing well financially. They're very guarded, but they are going to communicate with you, because you're both feeling that things just are not working out. And I feel like you're ending this. This has been very painful for you. This is not something that was easy or simple. It's been very painful, but you've processed a lot of that pain. And like I said, it's that energy of, I see what you've done and I can't unsee it. Let's see why the Ace of Wands is in reverse. Yeah, see? 10 of Wands, or 10 of Swords reversed. You're moving forward. You're opening up your heart to new love. We have the 2 of Swords, and we have the Devil. Yeah, this person might be hypersexual. They could have like sexual obsessions, but they definitely have been acting single. They were acting single when they were still in the connection. I do see that the two of you are at a crossroads about ending this connection. This person has a lot of toxic behaviors. I'm seeing sexual obsession. I'm seeing them possibly being a drinker. But here's the funny thing, is that they feel that they're bringing justice, that they're in the right. So this person has very little clarity about how their behaviors have affected you. Wow. Yeah, they don't see themselves clearly. I can see that. In fact, sometimes they portray themselves as being the victim because you're ending this. But I feel like you took a long time to get to this point. So I'm seeing that you're at a crossroads. The two of you are at a crossroads. There will be an ending here. You pretty much processed the emotions from it. You're pulled back. There's things you're not telling this person anymore. And that's about looking for new love or looking to move forward. Now, for some of you, it could be just self-love that you're moving towards. But you're dealing with a toxic person. All right, bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands reversed, underlying energy. And that tells me that when healing does come into the situation, because this is a very unbalanced situation, and I feel like you're dealing with someone that just doesn't see themselves clearly, Taurus. Once healing comes into the situation, that's when you're going to find your balance. Right now, I feel like you're trying to avoid conflict with this person as much as possible. Well, I'm sorry, Taurus. This is a tough read. But I think that your energy is moving in a very good direction. I'm gonna pull an oracle card and see if there's any. All right, so you have number 7, past lives. You may have shared a past life connection with this person. Let's see what your card says. You long some days for gentility, propriety, older times when distance and conventions governed behavior. Within those laws and boundaries, you found freedom and expression, even while there was restriction and oppression. There is a sense of how things once were, nostalgia and yearning for times long past when this card comes to visit you. This Victorian card is here to remind you of your own past lives, for she journeys through the realms of the human ones, finding the people who have forgotten their wisdom, and she reminds them of who they once were, so they can remember and bring to this life the wisdom of who they once were. She will make sense of the manners and the preferences you have, the desire for manners that were more genteel and refined, for roles that were more certain and sure, and for codes that, although restrictive and binding, gave us surety and a sense of place. The past is not the present, and you're not being reminded of your past in order to negate or escape where you are in this time, in this lifetime. But who we are is all we have been, and in memory there lies many a mystery which can enrich our lives. So know now that your fascination with aspects of the past have meaning, and that you are being visited by the Victorian fox to remember a little more of who you once were, in order to become more surely who you are destined to be. This would be a wonderful time to incorporate a little old world magic into your life. Take a step back, slow down, and revisit, savoring every moment. Yeah, so this is really speaking of a past. So I feel like you do have a long history with this person. And maybe over time, Taurus, you've become someone that you're just really not. And so I feel like you are getting back to that. You're getting back to who you were. That's when that healing is going to come into place for you. But again, you can't unsee what you've seen. And the past can't be changed. And I feel like you're coming to terms with all of that. You may very well be reminding this person of who they really are as well. So you may be teaching them a lesson, and that could be part of what your past life agreement is about too. So I do hope this has been helpful for you, Taurus. If you have resonated with this reading, please hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Until I see you guys in your monthly readings, namaste.